Good afternoon. My name is Yonasan Easton, and I'm here to give a short. It's two short lectures on Amun and Bitachon. Today we'll begin with a story about the Al-Sheikh HaKodesh. The Al-Sheikh once gave a lecture to his Talmidim in the Beis Medrash about Bitachon. He reiterated time and again that one who sincerely trusts in HaKadosh Baruch Hu will reap great benefits. Sitting in the Beis Medrash was a simple Jew who earned his living by hauling sand and clay for construction. He would go with his chamor and his wagon up to the hills, dig some dirt and clay and sand, put it on his wagon, and bring it back and sell it to Goyim. And this Pashat Yid listened very closely to the words of the Al-Sheikh. And when he heard what the Al-Sheikh said about Umm Bitachon and the great benefits that awaited him, he decided to drop everything, his parnasa, and just sit in the Beis Medrash and say Tehillim all day long. He wasn't even clever enough to sit and learn Gemara. He just sat and said Tehillim all day long. And he did this. When the money ran out, he sold his chamor and his wagon to the Goyim, to one of the Goyim that he used to work with. And he went weiter, sit in the Beis Medrash, looking to him the ganze Tag, with complete trust that HaKadosh Baruch Hu would provide for him. Well, the Goy who bought the chamor and the wagon went to the hills to collect dirt. He said, "Why should I pay money to a Yid? I can do it myself." So he went and did that. He went out to the hills, and he dug a big pit, and he was loading all the clay and the sand onto the wagon, and he discovered a sack of gold. The guy put it on the wagon. He said, I might as well finish the work for the day. So he went back into the pit to continue digging. And what happened? The wall of the pit caved in, and the guy was buried to death. The donkey waited for him, and when the donkey realized that his new master wasn't around to take him home, he thought of who's the only one that he knows. Was the Yid, the Pushet Yid sitting in the Beis Medrash saying Tehillim. So the donkey schlepped the wagon with all the dirt and clay and the gold treasure right to the chutzner from the Yid. And now this Pushet Yid who was sitting saying Tehillim saw the great benefits that the Al-Sheikh had promised to those who truly trust 100% in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now when the Talmidim, the Al-Sheikh, heard what had happened to this Pushet Yid sitting in the Beis Medrash saying Tehillim, they were shocked. They didn't understand. What's so special about him? He sits and says Tehillim. We sit and steig in the Gemara and Halacha all day long, learning Kabbalah. Yeah. Why does he get the reward? And the Al-Sheikh answered simply, because that Pushet Yid accepted everything I said about Umm Bitachon without any kashas. There was no thumb going on, learning Gemara. No! This Yid simply just trusted in Hashem and listened to my words and took them to heart. So Hashem rewarded him commensurate with his emunah bitachon. So we learn from this story that a person who has 100% bitachon in the Kodesh Baruch Hu can make miracles. Now, Baruch Hashem, we've been here in Eretz Yisrael for 11 years. The first 8 years here in Eretz Yisrael, my wife used to go to a shir taught by a Rebbetzin Weissman in Yerushalayim. And Rebbetzin Weissman gives a shir on Emunah Bitachon to many different audiences every week. My wife merited to hear her shirim for, as I said, 9 years. Rebbetzin Weissman used to teach and go over 7 principles of Emunah which inspire and promote Bitachon in Hashem. We're going to go through those 7 principles right now. These are taken from Chavos Lavavos Sha'ar Bitachon, which my mashpia advocates that a person should learn Sha'ar Bitachon every day. 10 lines every day. Okay, 7 principles of Emunah and Bitachon. 7 principles of Emunah which inspire and promote Bitachon in Hashem. Number 1. The Creator is more merciful than any of His creations, and any kindness or mercy I receive comes from Hashem. So if my neighbor does a chesed for me, it comes from Hashem. Yes, I have to say thank you to the neighbor. However, we have to believe that all the chesed we receive comes from Hashem. And that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is more merciful. He is more Rahmanas than any other creation. We see this in the first three chapters of Tomer Devorah, the first chapter of Tomer Devorah, which goes through the Shlosh Midas of Rachamim, and in there the Ramak, Moshe Cordovero says, he teaches that Hashem is so merciful that even when we're still doing averos against Hashem, Hashem still lets us live. He gives life to us. The very hand that we use to do an avera, chas v'shalom, Hashem gives life to this hand every moment. And Hashem continues to do it even when we don't deserve it. So that's number one, that the Creator is more merciful than any of His creations, and any kindness or mercy I receive comes from Hashem. The second principle is that Hashem is constantly aware of all of my needs, desires, and struggles, and always seeks to help me. Hashem is, you see these bumper stickers and signs on the back of cars. Ain't no Nevado. Yeah, right. Ain't no Nevado. Hashem is the Mashgiach of the whole world. And Hashem knows what you need. Hashem knows your desires. Hashem knows your struggles. And Hashem is always seeking to help you. Number 3 of the 7 principles of Emunah, which inspire and promote Bitachon in Hashem, is that Hashem is all-powerful and nothing can stop Him from executing His decree. So if Hashem wants to bless you with children, Hashem can do it. If Hashem wants you to win the lottery so that you become a millionaire, Hashem can do it. Hashem is all-powerful and nothing can stop Him from executing His decree. Yes, we can try to change His decree with tefillah, teshuva, and tzedakah, but Hashem's decree is Hashem's decree. Number 4, Hashem knows what is best for me and how to help me. Now, we just said that Hashem, right? The second principle was Hashem is aware of all of our needs, desires, and struggles. And the fourth one is that Hashem knows what is best for me and how to help me. Now, this is a big thing in Emunah and Bitachon. We think we know what is best for us. And then Hashem gives us something else. But Hashem knows what is truly best for us. What our lichatchila is not necessarily Hashem's lichatchila. So we think we're getting b'di'evid. We want lichatchila from it, right? We want lichatchila from Hashem. Hashem gives us what we think is b'di'evid. But the emes, this b'di'evid that Hashem gives us, is really the lichatchila. Because Hashem knows what is best for us. And Hashem knows how to help and how to make this best and how to make what is best for us. So we have to just trust in Hashem. Trust. Don't get worried. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. Trust in Hashem. That Hashem is going to give us what is best. Number 5. Hashem is with me throughout my entire life and has already done countless acts of great kindness to me. This is a huge thing. This is a huge principle. A huge, huge principle. That Hashem, we have to believe in our hearts, right? In our hearts, 100% we have to believe that Hashem is with me, and Hashem is always with me, and Hashem is with me now, and Hashem will always be with me. And Hashem has done countless acts of kindness. So what is our avoda here? Our avoda is to sit and make note, make a cheshbon and nefesh, think and record even. Take a notebook, write down every day. Maybe before you go to sleep, write down in a notebook. Take a notebook, write down 3 things, 5 things. 5, read tonight. Take a notebook, write down. And make a list of 5 acts of kindness that Hashem did for me today. Record it, look at it. And when you do this day after day after day after day, you'll see more and more chesed. When you're going through the day, you'll see, oh, Hashem did this kindness to me, Baruch Hashem. And the chesed will multiply and multiply and multiply. And not only that, but with that, your bitachon in Hashem will multiply because you're seeing Hashem's chesed. Instead of seeing what you perceive to be as not so good, it's really Hashem's chesed. Hashem's chesed is with us always, always was, always is, and always will be. Number 6, there is no one who can help or harm me other than Hashem, because I am totally in His hands. There is no one who can help or harm me other than Hashem, because I'm totally in His hands. The Vilna Gaon gives the image of true bitachon is like that little baby, the infant that is in the hands of mommy. The baby has everything. The baby doesn't worry. The baby has no concern whatsoever. Why? Because the baby knows he's in the hands of mommy. He's got food. Mommy changes the diaper. Mommy does everything for him. What does he have to do? He doesn't do. And be'emes, that's how we are with Hashem. We just have to believe it. We have to embrace it. We have to internalize it, make it part of our whole being. The same idea as this baby sitting in the being held by mommy. That's how we are with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Number 7, that Hashem generously does chesed for those who deserve it and for those who don't deserve it. And Hashem's midah of chesed is everlasting. So, what? Oh, does that mean I can be? I can go do averos? Oh, yeah. Rabbi Easton said I can go do averos because Hashem is going to do kindness for me anyway. No, not true. Chazal say, think faket, that you can't go and do an avera on the account that you know you can do tshuva. Your tshuva will not be accepted so readily. So what is this principle, this last principle? That Hashem generously does chesed for those who deserve it and for those who do not deserve it. And His attribute of kindness is everlasting. It's brought down in Sefer Tomer Devorah. Rav Moshe Cordovero says that Hashem has this midah of lo hechzik la'ad apoy. That Hashem does not hold on to His anger. What? Even when we do an avera, even when we're in the middle of doing an avera, Hashem doesn't hold on to His anger. Hashem does not hold on to His punishment. Hashem lets it go. And so too we have to do that with each other in this world. And the Ramak in Tomer Devorah brings down a proof from the times of Yerovam ben Yoash, that even when the Yidden were mamish oisik in Avodah Zarah, Hashem restored the boundaries to Eretz Yisrael. Even in the midst of the Yidden oisik in Avodah Zarah, Hashem still did not hold on to His anger, and He forgave. This, as I said, this was the first part of a 2-part series on Amun Bitachon. Here we started with the story of the Al Sheikh HaKodesh, where we see that when someone has true, 100 pure, 100% Bitachon HaKadosh Baruch Hu, miracles will happen for him or her. And we went through the 7 principles of Amun Bitachon that we need to learn and relearn and relearn and relearn. And with that, we will build up our own Amun Bitachon. And Amiz Hashem, in part 2, we will go weiter in learning about Amun Bitachon. Thank you, and have a very good day.